Hey guys, it's Mark with the Tractor Tread YouTube channel, and today we're going to do a walk around review of the Cub Cadet Zforce SX 54-inch steering wheel zero turn. It's a high-end residential mower, so if you have hills and you need a mower to hang on the hill, the Cub Cadet Zforce SX is a great mower. Okay guys, so let's take a look at the Zforce SX and some of its controls. First thing we'll be looking at is the padded seat and the seat adjustment. Right underneath the seat is a lever. You move the lever to the inside, and while you're holding that, you can move the seat forward or back. Another nice feature on the Zforce SX is the armrest. You can move them up out of the way for when you're on a steep hill or down for a nice comfort ride, and it has it on both sides. The next adjustment we'll take a look at is the steering wheel. You can just hit this lever right here, loosen it up, and that will lower the steering wheel. That way you can set it to your liking. You can even loosen it up, hop on the machine easier. Gives you plenty of room to move it on and off the machine. Once you find a spot that you like, you just simply reach down and tighten it up. Now our lever is tight, and you can even pull this lever out like that and move it around so it's out of the way of your leg when your leg is on the machine. The steering wheel in this machine controls both the hydros, and it also controls the front wheels. So you can steer the front wheels with the steering wheel. The next thing we'll take a look at is the brake. This is the foot brake right here, pushing all the way down. You'll need to push the brake completely down in order to start the machine. And right next to the brake is a brake lock. So you'll push down on the brake while holding this down, and it'll lock it in position. I'll show you what I mean. So if you want to put the brake lock on, you press all the way down, step on the brake lock, and release the brake, and that'll stay locked. To release the brake lock, just step back on the brake pedal and it does it automatically. On the right side will be your forward and reverse pedal. Pressing all the way down is fast forward. The farther you press, the faster the machine will go. Pressing down on the reverse pedal, the farther you press down, the faster you go in reverse. The middle pedal also will control your cruise control. You press down on the forward, hold on the cruise control, and the machine will stay running at the same speed. To release the cruise control, step back on the pedal, and that'll release it. Showing you the type of grade that we can run across this hill here. Cub Cadet does a great job just coming across that hill. The Zforce SX also has twin tanks, so you have a fuel tank on this side and one on this side here also, with a controlling between the two tanks. By turning all the way to the right, you switch to the tank on the right. By turning the tank all the way to the left, you can go to the left tank, and the middle is off. Now we'll take a look at the controls. By your controls, you have an hour meter. When you turn the key, it'll show your battery voltage, and then it'll flip over to the hours of the machine. So you have your key switch. It's currently in the stop position. The yellow area is so you can mow in reverse, and we'll discuss that in a minute. One click over in the green is normal operating on, and the next switch over is your start. So it has a little spring to it. When you click over, it's going to start up. It'll come back to this position. When you go to start the machine, put the throttle at half throttle. This is the throttle. All the way down is slow, all the way up is fast. This is the choke. By pulling on the choke, that turns the choke on the carburetor on and turning it off. So when you go to start the machine, you're going to have half throttle. You're going to pull the choke up. You're going to turn the key. The unit will start up. You push down on the choke. You let the engine warm up. And then when you're ready to mow, push it all up into the fast position. When you're ready to turn on your mower deck, this is your PTO or your mower engagement button. You pull this up, and that'll turn the mower deck on. When you hit the reverse pedal, it'll automatically shut off the mower deck. So what you'll need to do if you want to mow in reverse, you'll turn this to reverse, pressing this button, and then that light will light up. And I'll show you how that works. Okay, so now we're going to show you the PTO switch, or the switch that turns on your mower deck. By pulling this out, that turns on the mower deck. So when you're ready to mow, you'll have your throttle all the way up. You'll pull your mower deck switch on, PTO switch, and the mower will be running. If you want to mow in reverse, you'll need to switch to the reverse position, hit the triangle after you look behind you, and once you turn on the triangle, you will then be able to press the reverse lever, and the mower deck will stay running, and it will continue to stay running as many times as you'd like to back up in reverse. I do recommend turning the switch back to the forward position after you're done. That way it kind of gives you a reminder to look behind you so you don't run over the dog or the kids. It's a nice safety feature, something that I really like. Doing a zero turn right here on the corner. Next we'll come back to the back of the machine where we have the Kawasaki 24 horsepower, and this is on the 54-inch Zforce SX. Here you have where you check your oil, and you turn that like that, you pull that out, you wipe it off. When you check it, screw it all the way back down again, and then pull it out and check both sides to make sure that the oil level is correct. When you're done, screw it in tight, don't over tighten it. Right below your dipstick is your oil filter. Yes, it is hidden down in there a little bit, and when you do drain your oil, you may want to have a few extra rags handy. Off of your, right below your oil filter is your oil drain, which is down here, and that will come out underneath the machine. And if you look up underneath there, right there, you'll see the oil drain. You can move that out of the way, right around your oil bucket. If we look underneath the machine, you will see two plastic guards around the transmission. And that will have a filter that you can later change. Right here is the filter underneath that guard right there. And it does have it on the other side too. Next thing we'll take a look at is the air filter. It says lift here, so lift up on the tab. Right underneath there is your air filter. It does have a wing nut right on to the air cleaner clamp, so you can pull this out and change this really easy and keep that whole area clean without too much trouble. On the back of the machine, the unit has a hitch on it so you can tow a cart, and because it is a steering wheel unit, if you lose traction going down a hill like a tractor, you can still steer. Next thing we'll take a look at is the release for your hydro. So if you want to push the unit around your garage without turning the machine on, you'll want to make sure that the brake is off. You pull this release out and put it just like that, and one on that side also. Once you have it pulled out, you can then push the machine without starting it up and move it around in your garage. Just you want to make sure that you pull this release out and just set it inside like that, up against, once you feel it stops, so that way you're ready to go mow again. Now we're going to take a look at the tires. This is kind of like a garden tractor tire. If it's a 23 950 by 12 tire, gives a little bit, which gives you plenty of traction in the yard. Front tire also is a nice treaded tire to give you plenty of traction. And in the rim, you'll see a grease fitting on each side. So now we'll take a look at the 54-inch fabricated mower deck. This deck has 3 blades, has a grease fitting on each spindle. The pulley covers are bolted down to the mower deck. There's a wash plug on this side. Just simply pull up on the plug, remove it, screw this end on your garden hose, pop that back on there, turn your garden hose on full blast, turn on the mower, turn on the mower deck, and try to wash out that grass after mowing. This deck has 3 anti-scalp wheels. It's got 1 on each side, and it also has 1 right in the center. And on each one of the wheels is a grease fitting, so you can get in there and hit it with some grease. Now we'll take a look at the mower guard. You can see it easily flips up and out of the way, so when you go to get inside that shed, you got plenty of room. Okay, now we'll take a look at the mower lift. So you push in the button, and you push down, and you lock it in place. And that'll lock that mower right in place. The mower will float at that time, so if you do come up over something, instead of lifting you off the ground, the mower will float up and over a high spot in your grass. To adjust this, you turn that to the side. It has a lock right on the pin, so if you want to change different settings, you can just do that. The pin will lay down and you can lock into a different setting. You have 1 inch, 1 1/4, inch and a half, inch and 3/4, 2, all the way up to 5 inch. So you have plenty of adjustment on that mower deck height. Right underneath the seat is the battery, and by pulling off this rod right here and that bolt, you can slide your battery back out of the way and lift it up out of the way to change the battery. So the next thing we'll take a look at is the oil tank for your hydros. This is an expansion tank, so as the oil heats up, it will fill this tank, and as it cools down, it will sink back down again. It may even sink below the line from new, and you may want to add a little bit. You will see the mark right here is where the level should be, right at the bottom of this tank. So when you open up this cap, you may not see a whole lot of oil down inside there. Don't get excited. Just make sure you have a nice film across the bottom. That's where the oil is going to expand into. On the left hand of the machine, you also have a cup holder. So now we're going to show you how to start the unit. We're going to drive around, we're going to mow a little bit with it, and show you the operation of the unit. Hopefully I'll be able to steer it with one hand, which I think I can, while holding the pole and showing you how the mower operates and zero turns real nice. So we're going to step on the brake, half throttle. Needs a choke, so we'll turn our choke on. Once it starts up, turn your choke off right away. Turn the throttle all the way up. Look around, make sure we don't run anybody over. See, I'm able to operate the unit just with one hand. And we're able to turn real sharp too. Turns real nice. You can get a perfect zero turn out of it, and I'll show you. Just turn your wheel all the way one way. And the machine will zero turn right around. And all I'm doing is pressing on that foot pedal. Now let's turn the mower deck on. So it's kind of hard to show you what kind of cut you can really get out of the unit, but the unit will go about 7-8 mile an hour wide open while you're cutting grass. Now there's not much grass here because it's early spring. And one thing that you can do with the steering wheel zero turn is you can make nice perfect straight lines. And I do believe they offer a striping kit that can be bolted to the underneath the deck and give you that perfect look that you've always been looking for. So guys, I want to thank you for watching the review on the Cub Cadet Zforce SX 54-inch zero-turn mower steering wheel. It's got a Kawasaki engine. You can go to cubcadet.com to find out all the specs on this unit. Please hit like on all my videos. Please subscribe on my channel. And I hope to do more reviews in the future. I want to thank you for watching. If there's anything I missed, please leave it in the comments down below. Maybe we'll hit it next time. And we'll see you on the next video. Thank you.